Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another video. Today, we're actually going to be doing something a little different. Hang. Yeah, there we go. Right now. Okay, I'm trying to get to everything set up so I can do this. There we go. Maybe that's. Oh yeah. Window. Okay. All right. Well, maybe. No. I'm trying to set this up so you can actually see what I want to talk about. Right. Being all buggy. Ah, man. I don't know what in the world. What the hell? Okay, all right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just set it back to that. Okay, all right. So what we're going to be talking about is that there is a new Phasmophobia update thing going on. In fact, what I'll do is I'll actually just put it right back here on the starting stream for now. Okay, all right. So we can actually talk about this for a moment because I'm not actually going to be playing the game for a moment. And I think, but anyway, Phasmophobia Dev Preview number 8. Okay, all right. So this is just a preview. And I think you'll hear it all over the web at some point and everything. What you're going to it's literally new posted today, April 25th. Yes, that's correct. Okay. Progression 2.0 development preview number 8, 250423. Okay, all right. Upgrade, sneak peek, level resets, and more. Okay, all right. So this is what they're talking about is level resets and stuff like that. Welcome back. We've got some news for you. Any information and images are a work in progress and may change drastically before releasing. So they're warning you this isn't the absolute. I mean, this is not like going to be coming out tomorrow. And I think this we're talking maybe we're still talking maybe a couple 3 weeks away at minimal. I think it could still be December before we get this. Okay, so anyway, so they're talking about the level reset. As everybody knows, the progression 2.0 we will be resetting everyone's level back to 0. However, we will be pushing you all to Prestige 1 so that you don't have to unlock difficulties or maps that you are already playing, as well as giving you the first coolback instantly. Okay, all right. So number one, there if you've been playing the game for a little bit, you're not going to get reset. It's the reset really the prestige and earning all that shit is going to be for the absolute newbies that are going to be coming in. Okay, all right. So anyway, alongside this reset, we will be permanently immortalizing your pre-wipe level with a badge that is displayed on your character's arm. Okay, mind you, this is going to be appearing on your character's arm, and from what I understand, they are actually talking about like a, a sewn-on badge or something on the outfit you're wearing, your character's wearing. Okay, so upon logging in for the first time after the progression update, you will be greeted with a window to select how you want your badge to look. The number of options you have available will uh, be determined by how far you have progressed before that update. Okay, once it is locked in, that's it. So think carefully as there is no way to adjust this afterwards. Okay, so when you see this screen, which, I imagine if you are on the channel now, you're probably actually looking at this. And if you're not, you can also check out Bearded Baron's where he's talking about this, so you can actually see the image. I really wish I could show it to you here, but this is not OBS, it's Streamlabs. It kind of sucks. But anyway, what they're saying is once you actually make your bag, that's it. That's it. You will not get a chance to remake it. So you definitely need to think about what you're doing here. Okay, all right. Of course, I'm not even going to talk about the image or any of that because there's no point in talking about a pretty picture when you guys can't see it. So, okay, all right. So what we're going to do is we're going to skip that equipment upgrades. This is okay. Now this is another major thing. Okay, we've had tons of questions on how equipment will change going forward. So it's time to pull back the curtain and share some info. Okay, and what they mean by this is they're not going to give us a full rundown of every single thing in the game. They are talking about one single item here, okay? Okay, all right, so here we go. A portion of the equipment roster is getting a rework, some bigger than others to make sure that they feel important and useful in different situations. The DOTS projector has had its fair share of highs and lows over its life, and we thought it was time to give it a reevaluation of what problems it has and how it can be improved. The main issue we found is that it was very unintuitive, unpolished visually, and time consuming. Please. Dots works just fine for me. It works just fine for everybody else. It's people who are trying to speed run that can't be patient. Okay? We tried to fix some of these issues by increasing the chance for it to trigger before inevitably adding a fail-safe timer. This led to more issues like the two projectors triggering at the same time, visuals appearing during hunts or events, and feeling really disjointed from the actual ghost. What they're talking about is, they actually have been experimenting trying to get the timer and all this stuff to work, and it hasn't. It's broke it worse. Okay, so that they just don't want to admit they've been breaking it worse, and now they're just going back to a pre, where it was semi broken. Okay, all right, so hang on. And also, it would show the wrong ghost model. Like, I would have female ghosts, and I would see the male ghost model running through the dots, which was a little annoying. But I was like, they could take, I just bought into it. So, with Progression 2.0, the dots project has been completely rebuilt. Okay? So, the dots vehicles are now the actual ghost, meaning you will need to shine your infrared light near the ghost's actual position. This creates much more engaging gameplay for players. You can use dots to see where your ghost is, or if you're struggling to get the evidence, use salt, motion sensors, or other equipment to find a better spot for your projector. Okay, that was something that I always had trouble with was finding the exact where I need to exactly put my projectors. But for the most part, I got by. Ghosts with dots evidence can now enter a short dots state when wondering where they are temporarily visible with the infrared light. During this time, they will wander towards the nearest player or to a random spot in the room if it's empty before disappearing. Okay? Alongside this, equipment upgrades make finding your dots ghosts easier as you progress. Okay? Now we're talking about the tiers. Okay? Tier 1 is like the real life equivalent of a dots projector, a laser grid pen. Similar to a flashlight, you can walk around the location and scan quickly for evidence. The only downside being is short range and low light intensity, and it is very dark and blah blah blah. Tier 2, it's the dots that's in the game right now. Okay, all right, so there's nothing more that needs to be said about that. The animations do look better, but okay. Then there's tier 3. This is the one we're all after, I guarantee it. Tier 3 cranks up the light to maximum. Again, placeable. This projector scans the room at a much longer range with wide beams of light, making finding the ghosts on those bigger rooms much easier. Okay, and this thing, I mean, they have it on the Tanglewood, and this thing is covering. I mean, it looks like someone placed this thing in the corner, and it is literally covering the whole of the living room, just sweeping back and forth. Okay, so I mean, there's no escape from this thing. Okay, different players can bring different tiers of equipment, so feel free to try combinations out and see what your team works with best. That's it for Development Preview 8. We will catch you with some more teasers soon. Okay, all right, and that is literally it. Okay, all right. Those two things are all they, and kind of thing. But there's something big about these. I know, you're like, oh, well, it's doesn't sound that exciting, if it's only two things they're talking about, and they're still, they're just talking about it, still way off and blah blah blah, all this. But this has now it is the moment where they're reaching the completion stage. This is the point where I honestly think they are actually done with it. They're just play testing it now, so they can actually crank it out in the next few weeks and everything. They're going to try to look for every bug, everything, and try to fix it before it comes out and everything. Now, mind you, it's not going to be perfect when it comes out anyway, but they're going to try to get it their best. So, and like they stated, this is the time to grind. Okay, so that's exactly I think what we're going to do today. I think is go ahead and we're going to go and grind real quick. I'm going to bring up Phasmophobia and stuff. So, but yeah, it's one of those deals we definitely, you know, uh, but yeah, the update that's coming out is going to be just within the next few weeks. I think that's my personal opinion. Like I say, I don't think it's going to be like tomorrow or next week even.
Welcome back. I've prepared some jobs for you.
Okay, all right. Okay, now to show you what they were talking about with the dots. Okay, my little reticule is on the dots pen. That is going to be tier 1. Everybody's going to have to buy that damn thing or use it as default until they can afford the normal dots. Once they can afford the normal dots, then you're okay back to where we were. But this is the one you want. See, this is already. See, and here's the hilarious thing. These say coming soon. I mean, there's already been a individual who stated he's found the code and the item already in the game. It is there. This is not coming soon. It is there. Okay, all they have to do is turn it on. Basically, okay. This is not here yet. Okay, of course we know this one's here because we're going to be using that. But anyway, in fact, there's several of these items that they have not talked about yet that that this particular individual has stated when he actually looked at the code, he found out many of these items are already there, and especially the tier 1 items. So they just got to activate them. Okay, so and everything. But yeah, today, so now is grind time. And here's why. It's because you can actually see up here, I am 2,422. I would like to get to 3,000 before the update. Okay? And we are not doing this fucking challenge mode. Because you don't get hardly, all you're getting is some money. You don't get the experience. So we're going back to professional here. Of course, you see no items, so I have to add items here. Okay, there we go. They should be added. Okay, we're going to start on Willow. And here we go.
Check the equipment and get set up before investigating.
Now, mind you,
reports of light switching. Possibly harmless, but be careful out there.
Bigger Baron, he supposedly made a grinding video so you can actually use a new system to grind with. I don't know how he's done that, but I'm going to just stick with normal ghost investigations and do my normal thing and see if that works. He's talking speed runs and shit like that, and it's like, yeah, that sounds too complex. Okay. Rose Martin. Okay, alright, so witness event, give it a sing for us, and detect your electromagnetic personality. Alright. So, and because it is grind mode time, I think I will actually okay, alright. Okay. So that is some big news there. Okay, let's go ahead and look for this bone. know it's in this room now. Okay, alright, so we'll just toss that down. Okay, did he shut the breaker? Oh. Okay, alright. Okay, so she just flipped the light off. Okay, alright. Hello? There we go. Alright, that's done. Okay, alright. There we go. Sweet. Toss that down. Alright. Okay, alright. So, anyway, you know. I need to go the other way just real quick. Oh, and it is in the spot. So yeah, the update is something that really has me excited. I can't wait for it. So yeah, there's. I'm guessing it already. Yeah. In fact, I need to take my tarot cards, ghost, and bone. So anyway, yeah, we will be doing as much grinding as possible, I think. We may end up with me actually doing Phas offline also. To grind. Hopefully everybody understands that. 40s out here. Like, there we go. 5. Okay. I definitely want to make sure that's safe in the room. But yeah, like I say, the update is something I'm very excited about. Can't wait for it. So I'm gonna grind till till level 3000. Once I get to level 3000, I think I'm gonna call it good there. I don't think, but if I, depending on how everything works, actually. Wow. That was very rough. Speaking of dots, I just saw dots while I was in the room. So, this is the first piece of evidence. Oh, I heard something being thrown. There we go. Okay, alright. There we go. Alright. Okay, so anyway. Don't worry, I'll be doing the objectives here in a minute. Oh, did not. Light bulb. I got two of those. So what we will do is we will go back in, shut the light off, and then we'll play about it. I'm gonna leave you guys here for a moment. I gotta take a potty break. I am seeing ghost orbs. Okay, alright, so, whew. Man, I was not expecting that. Oh, man, yeah. Oh, yeah, there's dots and ghost orbs, okay. So, what do we need now? Okay, so we got, oh, Yokai, Raiju, Banshee, Yuri, Thay. Okay, alright, so. Go in there and get that parabolic. Whew, man, I am so sorry about that. My God, I was not expecting, to have to make a run for the restroom like that. Okay, yeah, shut off the breaker. What kind of ghost does that? Okay, alright. We're gonna open that right back up. Wait a minute, I know I shut that off when I left, so. You could mess with those lights, you non-gen. Okay, here it is. Time for that parabolic thing. In fact, I might actually move this over here. This. There, so I can see them going. That's it. Let's go ahead and get that overview. Oh no, it's a banshee! Okay. Alright, so. Boom. Yep, what's that? Evidence? Banshee. Okay, no. There it is. Okay, there we go. Banshee. Now, chat, here's the dilemma. Do we stick around to get photos? That's what I'm saying. Yes, we do. What we'll do